Hello everyone, Fanta here. You're watching Fantavision, and today we are discussing the yikes situation from Naughty Dog and Sony. Now, The Last of Us 2 was a game that I and many people were looking forward to because the first game was phenomenal. The graphics are gorgeous, the gameplay is fun, and it's got really tense moments. It's got great character development. You cared for the characters. It was great. Such a good game. And the remastered, oh my god. I mean, it looks amazing on the PS4. Wonderful. Never played the multiplayer. Didn't care to. So, when we heard there was going to be a sequel and they were going to continue the story, we all got really excited. And they showed off some of the gameplay during E3, and the game looked gorgeous again, and the combat looked brutal. Since then, there have been leaks about the story that, don't worry, I'm not going to spoil right now. I'll be doing that at the very end, the whole fade out thing I normally do. That'll be the spoiler zone. That's the dark zone. So stay away from the dark zone unless you've already been spoiled before, because I do want to talk about that. I do, because it's important. Now, the game has been announced that it's gone gold, and they are really frantically trying to do some damage control by having Sony DMCA take down people's videos that are discussing spoilers, which, by the way, is illegal because they are using the copyright system completely wrong. There's no copyright when it comes to discussing spoilers. There just isn't. Look it up. Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my own words. But until that day comes, that's ridiculous. You can't just be copyright striking channels because you don't want them talking about a certain thing. That's not how that works. And along with the damage control of taking down people's videos that are talking about these spoilers, which kind of says something about the spoilers themselves, doesn't it? They are constantly trying to put out more and more news stories about this game, about how amazing it's going to be, about how you got to try it yourself, how you can't judge the game by its spoilers. And let's go ahead and read what they've said, because also before we even get to that, there's even more damage control that they can't even address because they have been again accused of crunch time. Yes, apparently they're another studio that has really bad working conditions and they treat their employees like crap. Oh, and the leaks apparently didn't come from a disgruntled employee, but I guess there are plenty. It did not come from anybody inside the studio or Sony. It came from a hacker. Maybe. I don't know. The story seems to keep changing every couple days, but that's what they're saying now. It was a hacker that used an old game to get in the servers. Such a strange story. I don't think any game I can think back to at all has had this happen. Yeah, I can't think of a game ever having this much controversy, not only about its spoilers, but about how it was spoiled. So, all right. So what is their damage control statement that they are trying to convince people to continue to purchase the game? I know I've said this before, but you won't know to what degree until you get your hands on it and just see the care that has gone into every detail, from the level design, the mechanics, just graphically, how the game looks, the environments, art direction, characters, story, the audio design, the soundtrack. Oh my god, the soundtrack is so amazing. Even for us who have played this game, we can't even count how many times. We know it inside out. We're still emotionally moved. I just finished a playthrough and I was crying by the end of it. And it's just pretty incredible. And I'm extremely proud of it. The team is extremely proud of it. And we can't wait to hear what you guys think. All right, first of all, when have we ever just listened to a company shamelessly plug their game like this before? I mean, they're just going on. It's the best. It's the greatest. It's the greatest game of all time. Ask anyone. Who does this sound like to you? I mean, this is ridiculous. You guys are just telling us, you are selling us a product that you are telling us that you enjoy it this much. Like, why would we believe you? You're trying to sell this to us. You're trying to make money. Why would we believe your statement? If this was coming from a reviewer or a person that actually played the game, that has no involvement with the company at all, wasn't paid by the company, has no influence or bias, yes, you could put that on the box. But you can't just put things that people within the company are saying on your box. That'd be ridiculous. On behalf of Naughty Dog, thank you to you guys. You've been very patient waiting for this game for years with us. And you're just a few weeks away from getting it. A lot of you have sent us sweet and encouraging messages along that time that have been really helpful. No matter what you've seen or heard or read, nothing compares to playing this game from beginning to end. It's a video game. You've got to play it. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, take care of your loved ones, and we'll have a lot more for you soon. God, that's awful. I don't like any of that. It's just so self-aggrandizing, and they're just, oh man, that's like not safe for work material in front of us. Don't do that. That's just, there have been companies in the past that have talked about their game is fun, their game is this, but I've never seen something like this. I mean, I don't remember this sort of thing before The Witcher came out, and that game was amazing. I don't remember the developers coming out, but please buy the game. Seriously, you need to experience it. You must play this game. No, it came out, and it was phenomenal. It was that simple. The more they try to convince us that this is a great game, the less I believe you. And the leaks. Ooh, the leaks. But we'll get to that after the fade out. So if you don't want the leaks spoiled, you don't want any of that kind of stuff spoiled, thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more content. And remember that this game was made, again, during crunch time. So think about it. Think before you buy it, because I can't even say that. I can't even tell you, like, hey, think before you buy it, because almost every game is made in crunch time nowadays. It makes me sad. It really does. People shouldn't have to suffer for a video game, you know? That's just ridiculous. I mean, there's indie developers, that's one thing, because that's their baby, that's their project. But these massive corporations doing this, just hire more people. What the hell are you doing? Anyway. Thanks for watching. To all of those that don't want to listen to the spoilers, have a fantastic day. Welcome back, people who have been spoiled already as to what the ending is. So, apparently, the ending of this game, or the game itself, is killing the characters that we like. What? What? What kind of stupid shit is that? What? Okay, who thought it was a good idea to take the characters that we grew to love over the last game and then not only kill them off, because that's fine. If deaths happen in the game and they move the plot along and it's emotional and, you know, I mean, that makes sense. That happens all the time in games, you know, and movies and any form of art, that happens. Death will drive emotion, and it's a great way to add to a plot. But when you're playing as a character that is killing the characters you enjoy, I don't know of a single person that has ever wanted to do that in a video game. You want to kill the characters you enjoy? Supposedly half the game you're playing as Abby and the other half you're playing as Ellie? Why? Why is this like this? I really hope that these spoilers are not real, but apparently there is footage of all of this. Apparently there's footage and I saw the screenshot, but again, I don't want to believe it, that Joel is killed by a golf club. Like, what the fuck? I mean, there have been other characters in games that have been killed by golf clubs, but you wanted those characters to be killed by golf clubs. You don't want Joel from The Last of Us to be killed with a golf club. And what a horrible way to go for a character that we grew to really love. I mean, he was rough around the edges, but you get to know why, and you saw his struggle and all these things that have happened. And I never disliked Joel in any part of the campaign, even though he's bitter to Ellie a lot. But you can still see that he cares for her, and in the end, they're really close, like a father-daughter relationship, and it's just great. It's phenomenal. He protects her and puts her over everything. Like I said, father-daughter, it's just great. And they ruin that with some bullshit story that I don't want to play. A lot of people online are saying this saved me $60. I was thinking about holding off, but I just beat Red Dead Redemption 2, so I was like, oh, now I can get The Last of Us 2. But after finally caving in and looking at these spoilers, it saved me $60. I don't even know if I want to buy it for the usual 20 that I buy games at. I think I'll just wait another month for Ghost of Tsushima, and I'm going to double down in my disappointment of that game getting delayed. Ghost of Tsushima is my most anticipated game of the year by far. It's the game I couldn't stop talking about last year. I kept bringing it up. People forgot it existed. I didn't. That game looks sick. Open world samurai game. I have been wanting that for a very long time. I've been saying Assassin's Creed needs to be in the Orient. It needs to be in Japan. It needs to be in China. I don't care. I just want like a ninja or samurai game. Now we're getting it. I'm excited. It seems like samurai and pirate games seem to be like few and far between. Though, I gotta say, there are a lot less great pirate games than there are samurai games. There are definitely a decent few samurai games that are great, but an open world, story-based, I don't know. That just sounds awesome. And the graphics and you know what? I say that I wish the game wasn't delayed, but I almost wish that it was delayed for the new consoles, because then you could really see what these games look like. Or this game, rather, looks like. Man. I kind of wish they had waited till the PS5, because Ghost of Tsushima looks phenomenal. That's the main takeaway. Ghost of Tsushima looks great. I really hope it doesn't get spoiled and it's terrible too. Let me know what you guys think. Oh, don't do that, actually. Please don't spoil it. Seriously. I do want to talk about that real quick before I end this video. Don't be a prick. Like, why? What is wrong with you? How shitty is your life that you have to go out of your way to spoil something for people? If people don't want to be spoiled, let them be. If people want to know the spoilers, they can easily go find it online. But putting it in the comments section of videos like this, what is wrong with you? I'm just going to delete it. I'm going to delete it, and if you're a dick about it, I'm going to ban you. It's that simple. Don't be a prick. You'd think I wouldn't have to say that. Anyway. To those that stuck around, I still want you to have a fantastic day, even if you're just as disappointed as me. I guess you could leave if you're disappointed or not in the comments. I don't know. What a shame.